you Triple H.
Standing on the shit so you can get it understood. It's pedigree in me because I'm that damn good. Bitch, I'm
Happy
that
birthday,
damn
Randy.
good. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Smoking on some good, something
Hello,
rolling.
I'm Jeff Hardy, the charismatic enigma here, and you are watching the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast.
Cause I'm that damn good, bitch, I'm that damn good. Big old body I'm turning, big old wood I'm burning, big old booty I'm yearning, big old books I'm burning.
I put her in. Plus, you know, I'm about to give it that weight. Yeah, she ain't not living like China. I'm on no stripes for referee. I put a ring on the Stephanie. Me and the team is building a legacy, winning the goal. Yeah.
I have to change the name. Rolly the band is playing. You couldn't find his name.
Bitch,
that damn good. Smoking on some good, something rosy on the wood.
Standing on this shit so you can
get it understood.
It's pedigree in me because I'm
that damn good.
Bitch, I'm
that damn good. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Smoking on some good, something rosy on the wood. And bitch, I got the best, so you just get it understood. It's pedigree in me because I'm that damn good. Bitch, I'm that damn good.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thieves and crooks alike, content stealers and creators like me. Welcome to the 2-year anniversary episode of the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast, hosted by the illustrious, your role model, the blueprint. I kind of forgot. Dame Don. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2-year anniversary episode of the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast. And I know you're thinking, wait a minute, I think you're late. I am. I'm a lazy fucking fuck. That's the best. That is the best way that I can describe it. I have been super fucking lazy, and this is not really a wrestling episode. I will touch on a couple wrestling related topics, but for the most part this is not a wrestling episode. I do have wrestling content on the way, however this is not it. I do actually plan on recording back-to-back episodes, just doing it while I feel like it, just because. Anyway, this is our 2-year anniversary episode of the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast. I am almost a week late, but there has been some interesting hiccups going on. There's really not even anything going on. I'm really just trying to knock out a couple goals I have before the year is here. There's a lot of stuff that I really want to get done in 2023, so I've just kind of literally been putting my all into getting my goals done. Of course, I don't mind sharing those once they're done. And that'll be around January. January is like my setting point for everything to kind of conclude. I'm paying off some stuff. I'm working towards some stuff. I've been auditioning for some stuff. So I'm just really kind of putting all my ducks in a row, load my gun, if you will. And then on New Year's, I'm ready to pull the trigger on a bunch of new other shit. But that's kind of why I've been slacking as of late. I've just been really just getting my shit together, really trying to knock out these goals and make sure I have everything in order. Now, one of my main goals for the podcast, personal goals aside, hold on, let me just turn this ring light down. All right, that shit was starting to give me a headache. Personal goals aside, one of my main goals for the podcast this year is to get a wrestler on my podcast. My main goal is honestly to get Rob Van Dam or Jade Cargill. By the way, I got this new limited edition Jade Cargill action figure. There's only 3,000 of these in the world. 3,000. There's only 3,000. I can't wait to eventually get that signed by Jade. I have 2 of her 3 figures, and I am kind of slacking on the last one because I'm not really a fan of the person she's in the dual pack with, but I guess I'll just get over it and buy the pack because that is the last figure I need. But my goal is to have Rob Van Dam or Jade Cargill as my first guest on the podcast. I do know maybe sometime last year we were actually kind of rallying on Instagram trying to get Rob Van Dam on the podcast. And Katie Van Dam actually liked some of the Instagram posts and things like that, but nothing kind of came of it. RVD's been following me on Twitter for many, many years. I want to almost say since I was in high school. And he told me he'd do the podcast a couple of times, but it's just, I guess, a matter of trying to figure out when and where. I mean, we both are in Vegas, so this is once again my plea to Rob Van Dam, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Please do my podcast. Jade Cargill, please do my podcast. There is also some other wrestlers booking emails that I have obtained. I just kind of am nervous to reach out to them, I guess, but I do have a couple booking emails to kind of get them on the show or kind of do some collabs, and I don't really know what I'm nervous about. I mean, I asked them for the booking email. They gave me the booking email, so I'm not really sure what I'm nervous about now, but I think maybe I just kind of want to make sure I'm completely focused, completely honed in. And like I said, I just got a lot of different shit going on right now, so... But that is my main goal for the year, is to definitely try to get a wrestler on the podcast in my third year of podcasting. I mean, I've been vlogging and doing the show kind of sporadically, I guess you want to say. But I have been, podcasting for almost 2 years. So I definitely want to take that next step because, obviously my goal is to get into the wrestling business. I kind of feel like I've literally done everything you can do as a fan. And so I just feel like it's kind of just time for me to take that leap. I do have something that I'm possibly leaping into next year, into this year. So that is why I'm so honed in on my goals, making sure everything is in order this year, because I have a personal goal for myself by my birthday next year that will be accomplished. So I'll just say that. And of course, I don't mind sharing my goals again once they're completed. But those are my personal goals and my goals for the podcast. I also just want to say this isn't really a goal, but I definitely want to start collaborating with other podcasters out there, wrestling podcasters, just content creators kind of. I feel like every time I look up, I have like maybe a friend starting a business or starting a podcast. I know every fucking day on Twitter, I find another wrestling podcast. I feel like I didn't really realize how many wrestling podcasts there were until I started a wrestling podcast. So I definitely want to, kind of try to start collaborating with some of those and have them, either on my show or me be on their show or both. I definitely feel like that would be mutually beneficial. So that is also another little small goal that I have. I will be starting to reach out to other podcasters and other content creators for collaborations and things like that. This will be a rather quick episode. I did just kind of want to come on and celebrate my 2 years of being on the podcast. I am officially monetized on YouTube. I got money on my account, actually. I have no idea how to fucking get it off. They did send me something like telling me how to get the money off, or telling me they had to mail me a code or something like that, but I lost the damn email, or I deleted it or something. I can't find the damn email. So I got money on my account, and it's just kind of just building and building and building, and I almost just want to just see it continue to build. But when I first seen it, I think it was like $25. So I had made my first $25 for, I think it was either the month of June or July. So shout out to me in the Common Sense and Comment podcast for making our first $25 on YouTube. I have no idea what it's at now, actually. So that's really cool being monetized. I feel like I worked really hard for the 1,000 subscribers, the watch time. I feel like I worked really hard to achieve that, only for them to change it literally 2-3 months after I hit my goal. Literally 2-3 months after I hit the 1,000 subscribers in the watch time, they had lowered the subscribers from like 1,000 to 500, and they had split the watch time in half. But whatever, I'm here. I've made it. Thank you so much for getting me monetized, watching those hours, the interviews, the vlogs, the live shows. I know people really enjoy those. I've been finding a lot of random videos to a lot of random different wrestling shows. So I will be uploading those vlogs in full length, and they're just kind of like entrances and just little clips. They're nowhere near along the like vlogs that I have now. They are just kind of like little clips and stuff like that, but I'm sure you can get at least 30-40 minutes out of that. So I am going to post the entrances and the move clips and things like that. And I have a couple NXT shows. I think I have 3 NXT shows. I have the SummerSlam 2021 that I need to re-upload. And there's just a couple random shows I found. I found like a Fastlane 2018 I was at. So yeah, I just found a bunch of random shit, but I'm gonna put it all up on the YouTube, so we can get that monetized and get you guys looking at that content as well, because it doesn't do any good just sitting in my Snapchat folder or in my album. So I'm definitely going to get that out and get that posted so you guys can do what you will with that content. Speaking of my 2-year anniversary of the podcast, on August 26th, I will officially have been in Las Vegas for a full year. And what the fuck? Like, time has gone so fucking fast. It's insane how fast time has gone. Like, I almost remember like my first 3 months here. So to look up and it almost be a year literally in a couple weeks now, 2-3 weeks, it's crazy to me. But I do feel like I've really kind of grown in this time. I will also do a full length episode about my first year in Vegas. But I definitely feel like I've really grown in this time. I actually really made it my mission to not go home for my first full year here. I was gonna go home on Christmas, but then my flight was canceled due to like snow and weather and all that shit. So after that, I just kind of decided just to stay here for the year and just kind of really get comfortable. So I feel like that's what I did, and I it's worked. I definitely feel like I've grown in certain aspects. I definitely do want to go home. There's a lot of food spots that I miss. I need some Rocky Rococos. I need some Culvers, some Cousins. So I'm definitely interested. I'm definitely gonna be going home soon. It's just a matter of when. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Whenever the fuck I feel like it. But yeah, it's crazy to think about that my whole first full year is already concluded in Vegas in just a couple of days. I think that's so fucking wild. A couple of weeks, rather. I think that's so fucking wild. And again, I will do a episode on the my first full year in Vegas, probably on August 26th. Let me see what day August 26th is. So I'll post it on the 25th. That'll be the day before. The next vlog that I plan on doing is... I don't even know if I want to announce it, honestly, because I checked the tickets yesterday, and these tickets are going so fucking fast. Like, I don't understand why the tickets are going so fast for this fucking event. But honestly, it is in a wrestling town, so I guess I really shouldn't be that surprised. But if there are no floor seats available, I will not be going to Survivor Series in Chicago, but that is the plan for my next vlog. I was going to be going home for Thanksgiving anyway, and I think that's like the day after Thanksgiving, 2 days after Thanksgiving, so I could definitely take the drive down to Chicago from my hometown, Milwaukee, and go to the show. But the way these tickets are fucking moving, I feel like there aren't even going to be any fucking tickets left. If this is a legit sellout, I legitimately will not be surprised. I'll probably be heartbroken because I do have my pretty much my heart set on going at this point. I guess I should just hurry up and buy the ticket because they're going so fast. Yeah, I guess I just need to hurry up and buy my ticket. But that is really all I had for this episode. I did just want to come on and celebrate my 2 years of being a podcaster, my 2-year anniversary of the Common Sense and Common podcast. I do actually have a lot of stuff I want to talk about that is wrestling related, and I feel like that's why I don't really have that much for this episode. I have a lot of shit that I want to talk about that's wrestling related, like a lot of shit. So I think that's kind of just like in my head right now is talk wrestling. But this was my 2-year anniversary episode. I thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea how long this was, how short this was. I'm sure it was very short. Sorry if it wasn't long enough for you, if it was perfect time. Cool. Kudos. My next episode will be a wrestling episode, and then the episode after, well, I guess there'll all be wrestling episodes until the 25th when I drop my first year in Vegas episode. But I do thank you guys so much for watching. This was just a quick little but yeah, I'm about to record a Wrestling Weekly report like right now because I got a lot of shit I need to talk about that is wrestling related. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,